Happy anniversary from Source Camp. Thank you very much. This is the 3-year anniversary of doing these lives nightly. 3 years we've been doing this. And man, and I've been out for 2 weeks. All sorts of hell's broken loose. We're making some changes. We're not doing it perfectly. We're screwing up people's lives. We'll fix it. We'll get there. Changes always change. Change sucks. Of course, we're not doing it perfectly. We're irregulars. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I've been your white noise for 3 years. 3 years. We've been doing this for 3 years. I have the coolest thing. So I had an idea. I flew back from Anaheim. I was speaking at Social Media Marketing World, and I flew back from there today. Got back to the house at like 3, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Like, what we should do on the 3rd-year anniversary is go back and look at stuff, right? Old episodes. That would be fun. And then there's all sorts of stuff to talk about. There's all sorts of stuff to do. There's all sorts of new technologies. But I remembered that Lord Digital Gods has created a couple of documents. One of them is a PDF that's got all of the descriptions and chapter markers for all of the episodes. I think up until February or March, something like that. And I thought, I wonder if I could, and someone else, Brandon told me to go look at Riley Brown's YouTube video on Codex, and apparently Codex 5.5 is really good. So I watched a little of the video. Can we see others' comments? Oh, okay. So you're in StreamYard. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So let me talk about some of the changes coming up. So we're streaming now inside Mighty Networks. I think the thing to do is to actually chat, like spin up the live stream in Mighty Networks as a tab, and then put another tab with the Mighty Networks chat inside the irregulars, inside the AI Learning Lab channel. But if you're on mobile, that might not work. So part of this experiment is figuring out what's the best way to do this. Let me talk to you about why we're doing this. So one of the things that I'm excited to do is get us back to being able to share with one another in Mighty Networks. I've sort of gone away from driving everyone there nightly and things like that. And what I realized is there's all this, we've split this into all these multiple channels, right? So it was on LinkedIn, it was on X, it was on YouTube, it was on TikTok. And all of those are not in Mighty Networks. So what I'm trying to do is sort of concentrate the activity in the community. So that's the goal. There's not a perfect way to do that. So we're doing the best we can. The good news is we can take StreamYard and we can stream it into Mighty Networks, which we're doing right now. The bad news is that the chat interface in StreamYard inside Mighty Networks sucks really bad. It might get better, but right now it sucks. So what, in the spirit of the irregulars, one of the things that you guys have always done well is support one another and sort of figure stuff like this out. We think that chatting within the Mighty Networks chat might be the way to do it, but we're not sure yet. The other thing about this is this. So I'm really excited about this idea of sort of getting things like, listen, we've been doing this for 3 years, and the The multi-streaming thing was an experiment when they said TikTok was going to go away. We used to just be on TikTok. Then we were on TikTok and YouTube. Lately, we've been on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And the energy's just been dissipating. It's just been sort of dissipating out. So it's like I'm excited to reconcentrate it. If what we're trying doesn't work, we will do something else. I also want to, acknowledge that in making this transition, while I was away for 2 weeks, we made some changes that confused people and we didn't do stuff great. So if that happened to you and you got upset, we hear you. We're putting things as right as we can. Yeah. Well, it is because we have all decided to do it. Brandon was saying, I can lay it on him. He technically made the changes, but this is all stuff we've been talking about. So anyway, so just my request is just be patient with us. We hear you. We love you. We don't want to fuck up anyone's lives. We don't want to fuck up the live. And we want to concentrate the energy again. All right? So that's what's happening. So it looks like we got a lot of folks chatting in the StreamYard, which is kind of cool. TikTok question. Have you tried the Comet browser with Perplexity for shopping? I have not. So for me, all of the browsers, like there was the whatever it was called from OpenAI, it began with an A. The Atomic browser. There was Comet from Perplexity. There have been a bunch of those browsers. There's now also browser plugins. I haven't. And it's like, I kind of feel like AI is already forcing us to retrain how we use computers and how we get good results out of them. And then if we have AI-powered browsers that are sort of like the old browsing experience, but have some of the new shit, I don't know. I just haven't used them. It just feels overly complicated to me. Let's see. If you're chatting in the live stream, we can't mention, pin, or save. Aha, found it. Kelly Anderson's in the house. All right, let's see. Who else has got comments? Tomatoes. I know. So here's the thing. One of the things we talk about in the AI Salon is curiosity and adaptability. Hopefully you're curious about the changes we're making. We're curious. We're trying to figure it out. We don't have all the answers. The adaptability piece, change is fucking hard. Change is hard. So the idea is, why don't we do this? Why don't we call May, the month of May, an experiment? And we'll give it the good Gipper's try and see if this starts to work out or not. If it doesn't, then we'll figure something else out to do. We're all here to learn and grow together. Exactly. So one thing I do need to tell you, the reason Champy's a little out of it is 2 nights ago, we let him out. So what you need to know about Champy is he's dumb. He's not the smartest bulb on the tree. Wouldn't the metaphor be the brightest bulb on the tree, Kyle? Yeah, listen, the whole Shannon clan. We're all just trying to figure it out here. We have a little outdoor yard, and there's a little fence. And when people walk by the fence, he runs back and forth, and he jumps up on the fence, and he barks at people, and they hate him. And they should. He's an asshole. He's just an asshole. He's relentless, and he just does it. So anyway, 2 nights ago, I think, he got let out in the yard and someone was there and he ran and he janked. I think he janked his rear knee. So we're taking him to the doctors, but he's in a lot of pain and he's hurt. Our poor little puppy's hurt. So he's sleeping a lot. He's sleeping off his injury. Good Lord. I'm looking at the purple Post-it note. This is some possible things that we're going to do tonight. And there's about 12 different things on it. Plus I want to show you the thing I built. Listen, around after the rabbit. yeah, Brandon.
So I just wanted to call out, if you are on a computer and watching the live stream from your browser, you can pop it out. There's a little picture-in-picture, and that brings it out of the browser, and then you can move it wherever you want. You have to keep that tab open, but you don't have to watch it inside of Mighty Networks. And so I'm watching all of the spaces. I've got TikTok feed going. I've got the comments in StreamYard, and I've got the chat on the chat tab of Mighty Networks today. So we're going to get your comments wherever they are. Just be patient with us today because I think they've got a patch of this in Times Square right now. I don't know. There's like 18 different places that things are streaming in from right now. But be patient with us, and we will make it work.
Yeah, just be patient. Hey, Brandon, you know what might be a good thing to do is when you get a shot either tonight or over the weekend, let's do a slide that's got like screenshot what that picture-in-picture button looks like, so we can just pop up a slide. Like here's ways to do comments on mobile, and here's how to do it on browser. And then also, if any of you are figuring out hacks as we're doing this that we haven't figured out, like let us know. May Madness. We'll call this May Madness. I like that. Seat Daddy is here.
And if you want the official, my only hack that I've figured out is if you are on a browser on your computer and watching it full screen, the chat, the StreamYard chat, the chat in the session comes up on the sidebar. But if you make your browser about the size of a mobile phone, it drops below and it's a much better user experience. So if you don't want to do the whole second tab thing, just shrink your browser down and make it more vertical on your screen, and that chat will drop right beneath your stream. And it's actually a really nice experience. We still can't pin. So if you want to really cut through the clutter, just mention me in the chat tab on Mighty Networks, because that will actually ping me as a notification, and then I can call Kyle's attention to it.
Okay, cool. And Silver Fox just said that you explained all this in the irregulars already. So in the irregulars, there's a post that explains all this. So that's great.
Yeah, there are also instructions on the Watch Live page. If you scroll down below the stream, we've got some basic FAQ wayfinding points there as well.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay.
But,
so that's a little
we've got too much to talk about.
we have too much to talk about, but thank you, producer Brandon. Thank you, all of you. Happy 3rd anniversary of going live on talking about AI Learning Lab live, or talking about AI on the Learning Lab. It was April 30th, 2023 that we started this, and so May 1st, 3rd year anniversary. Today is also, and I don't know that I did this on purpose, but it just happened to be, today is also the 14th year anniversary of my company, Storyvine. So it's a big anniversary day. So thank you all for being here. We've got 30 people hanging out. It looks like most folks are in the Mighty Networks, which is really exciting. So keep hanging out. Let me catch you up on what I've been doing. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been out for 2 weeks, and this was an intense 2 weeks for me. Storyvine there's all sorts of activity going on at Storyvine. My co-founder just had major surgery, so she's trying to deal with that. I was out of town for 2 weeks, so we're trying to deliver on client work, and And I'm out. So in between doing all these other things I've been doing, I've been like running out to do stuff for Storyvine. It's been absolutely crazy. 2 weeks ago, I flew to DC, and we did a small fly-in DC where we had some AI startups come into DC to talk about stuff. I did sort of a welcoming event there, and then I had to fly to Boston for an innovation conference called AMI. And the innovation conference, it kicked off Wednesday night and went late into the night. It then started at 8 a.m. Thursday morning and went late into the night. And then there was a Friday morning session, a noon session, and an afternoon innovation walk. We walked around the innovation trail in Boston, or in Cambridge. And then I got on a plane. So last week was just absolutely crazy. I talked there about the cycle of AI readiness, and I talked about the 7 economies. So two of the things that have, the cycle of AI readiness, that's been in the salon for years now. And the 7 economies is new. That's tied to the Great Repurpose. And so that was really good. And then this week, I was at Social Media Marketing World, and speaking in their AI for Business conference. So there's 2 conferences now. There's Social Media Marketing World and AI for Business. And so I talked there about AI readiness as well, but I talked about the Great Repurpose. I talked about 7 economies. It was a big talk. It was really well attended, and it went super well. And then just did lots and lots of activities, at the event. So I miss Boston. I miss Boston and Cambridge. Yeah, it was pretty cool. OpenAI sucks, but also OpenAI is kicking ass in photos now. Yeah, that's one of the things we can look at. Also, OpenAI 5.5 with Codex is apparently, everyone's like, Claude's dead, 4.7 sucks, now it's OpenAI again. This back and forth between the major companies is probably going to continue. So that's that. Anyway, so I'm back. So I'm a little crispy. But all that went really well. The talk went well, got good feedback. One of the things, so let me reflect a couple of things. So at the Innovation Conference in Boston, this is a group of innovators. They're people that run innovation for big companies. They're innovation consultants, things like that. I'd say it was probably not quite 50-50. It was probably 35-65 or 40-60, with 40 being people that were fairly into AI, at least on some level have tried it or using it, and probably 60-65% where they're just like, they haven't really started yet. They know they need to deal with it. They're in innovation, so they've heard of it. A lot of the same tropes got asked about, is this theft? What's happening with power? The robots are going to kill us. It's going to take our jobs. So a lot of the framing of people asking about AI, they ask about it in this negative framing, right? All they've heard is negative framing. And so my message there was, understand who you are and what you value, learn enough about AI to amplify your own voice and your own ideas. And that seemed to resonate. It was a very receptive crowd to that. And a lot of people, I got comments both in the Boston Innovation Summit and at Social Media Marketing World, where my message of play first, play with AI first, right? What we do in the salon, play, have some joy. I actually had people say to me, I had never considered the possibility that I could play with AI, that it just felt like this heavy, awful thing. So anyway, I was using OpenAI today, and it was really extra funny trying to hook up a CD player from 1986. Oh, that's funny. What else we got here? Love seeing you with Rachel Woods. Yeah, I went and saw Rachel Woods talk. So they had a speaker event at the on Wednesday night at Social Media Marketing World, and so I got to hang out with the speakers, and Rachel Woods was in there, and so we connected there. And then she was speaking the next day, so I went to her session. She was talking about playbooks, which she's talking about a lot now on TikTok. And it was funny because I ran into her and I said, like, you just disappeared from TikTok for a while, and she said she kind of had to because she was putting a bunch of stuff in the world that she then had to deliver to clients, and sort of the distance between stuff in theory and stuff in reality was pretty great. And so she spent a year just kind of building her systems and figuring out how to deliver this stuff. And so now she's back. So it's really good to talk to her and see her. The social media marketing world was really fascinating. I would say there it was more like 75 or 80% of people were not dealing with AI at all. The founder, Michael Stelzner, is betting heavy on the AI track. So he basically separated out the AI track as a separate conference. I think one price covers both, but it was like a completely different floor in the convention center. So the traditional stuff was upstairs, the AI stuff was downstairs, and there were an equal number of speakers in both. What was fascinating was, so my talk was sort of this high level. It didn't talk about tools at all, but all of the AI tools that were like AI video or AI images or whatever, AI execution stuff were very poorly attended, because at the same time there would be like how to use TikTok or how to make content on YouTube upstairs. And so most of the people were upstairs. They weren't dealing with the AI stuff. So I would imagine next year that's probably going to change, but it was fascinating. I have whiplash from the back and forth. TikTok picked up a new client this week. Art advisors. Excited they're willing to learn. Oh, that's great. Champ is alive and well in the irregulars chat. Let's go look at that. So I think I'm sharing here. Am I? Yeah, I am. Great. We'll get back to that. Champ is alive and well. I hope you gave him a little knee brace. It's his back right leg. Let's see. Irregulars.
You don't even know what it is anymore.
I don't even know where anything is anymore. Share it in the chat, right?
Yeah, it's in both places. But we've rebranded this as share irregular things now.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's great. I'll be back, guys. poor Champy. that's pretty much what positive work. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Beautiful. What's going on in chat? All right, since we're here, let me show you something that I built. So what you're looking at here, TikTok plus Black Bar. What's the best agent lately? Did Claude get easier to set up? I don't know what you mean by agent. The term agent was confusing and misunderstood before. And now that we have things like OpenClaw, it's even crazier. From what I can tell right now, OpenAI's Codex is the one that is kind of the most. It's got automation, it's got computer use, it's got tool use, it's got the coding stuff, and it's got full access to your files on your local computer, and it's saving everything locally. Claude is saving all your stuff to the cloud. So the saving stuff locally is a really big deal. Everyone now's got agents. Manus just added an agent, a 24/7 agent. GenSpark has a 24/7 agent that they were charging $60 a month for, and now it's free. But I assume you pay for tokens for usage. There's Codex. There's Claude Code and Cowork. There's the Google version of this. I can't remember what it's called, but they've got one. There's a bunch right now. What I'm learning about agentic platforms is that they're very complicated right now. They are very insecure. Did I just lose sharing, or did you turn it off?
I turned it off because you were waxing poetic.
Okay, cool. Great. These things they're janky. The most important thing I'm learning is that if you don't have a really deep, compelling reason to use them, to design agents and deploy the agents to do a specific thing, it's a lot of wasted cycles and wasted tokens just generating crap, because they can generate crap quickly, like all AI, but this is like doing it on a regular basis. And so if the thing that you're having it generate is just some sort of frivolous thing, it's just going to make shit. So what I would do if I were you is spend the next week or two really thinking about what is it you want to do. And Rachel Woods was even talking about this, where she was saying she had 3 levels of starting. Like level 1 was just make a custom GPT, or just do it with a prompt in ChatGPT to get ChatGPT to do something you want it to do, and then you can take it from there into an automation sort of thing, and then you can take it from the automation thing once it's dialed in there, and you can move it into one of these 24/7 agents. I think that's actually pretty wise. So I would slow your roll on just learning agents to learn agents, because they're really complicated right now. Todd and Donnie, hello. Good evening to you. Welcome. All right. Notion also has agents. There you go. I agree with Rachel. GPTs are highly underrated. Gemini. Well, Gemini's the model, but I don't know if they've got a separate thing. Somebody needs okay. So yeah, so let me show you what I've built here. So Lord Digital Gods created this PDF with all of the YouTube descriptions of the last 3 years of content for the AI Learning Lab. So I went into Codex and I uploaded his PDF, and I did this afternoon. This is about an hour's worth of work. I just built a thing that should be inside YouTube, and it's not. What this is the AI Learning Lab Explorer, the third year anniversary edition. And what this is I can search for anything, or I can go to curated threads. So I can say, let's say, embrace the jank. So if I click on embrace the jank, that populates all these things over here to the right. Let's see, newest first. Let's see. Oh, I see what we did here. And so all of these are individual little clips. So the musical opening, embracing the jank and finding creative freedom with generative AI. That's 2026. Let's do relevance first. Embrace the janky. Let's see. Embrace the jank images. So if I click on one of these, look, these are kind of cool. That one's kind of creepy. Creepy cool. I go there. I can jump ahead 30 seconds. I can jump back 30 seconds. I can hit random clip, and it'll just randomly for someone. Someone wants to do this. Toss me in. And then over here on the left this was the episode. So this was June 26, 2024. Embrace the jank, your playful path to AI literacy. Here's the description. Here's all the chapters. And then somewhere down here is the chapter that we're watching, Kelly's book project. Kelly, look here. Although it's spelled Kelly wrong. Kelly, you're particularly sensitive to these phrases.
So this might be good for you, Source Camp. Purposefully write a book that only uses like the worst that ChatGPT has to offer. And it starts out with delving into the realms of the tapestries of the future of Rome.
So anyway, so I now have a basically a like here's Suno songs. So here's a bunch of just sessions where we're doing Suno songs. Let's see, Suno Sydney musical song demo. So, but for the musical, this moment in the play has got to be this really dark moment where he kind of becomes the villain. He's pushing her past where she's comfortable.
I understand. To explore, stay with me. I want to.
Isn't that cool? Salon community Friday night date night. Got a bunch of Friday night date night. The power of creative generalist. We could do Frank. Let's see. Frank AI, the Daily Jank with Frank, March 31st, 2024. I think Frank's gonna have a little episode tonight. Frank's going on a tirade. To whom it may fucking concern at Adobe. Me. And doesn't fucking work, apparently. Okay. Okay. Right from Audio Project. In your Adobe Creative Professionals 31st. Here I am making a Frank. Hey, it's the Daily Jank with Frank. It's March 31st, 2024. Happy Easter, everybody. I'm Frank. So listen, I was talking to some of my friends the other day, and one of them said, hey, have you tried that Adobe Firefly thing? I'm like, yeah, I use Adobe Firefly all the time. And spin up what you did that day. Wait, what are you saying, Jason? As AI evolves, you might say, I don't know what I was doing on this day. Well, this is, so here's the thing about this thing that I just created. For one thing, YouTube should have a tool like this that I can point to my channel and say, what are all my videos about, right? It should be able to just do this. They should have this feature in there. I still have Frank on my fridge. That's awesome. But they don't have this in there. And this was like less than an hour of work. Like Codex is pretty flipping good. It's pretty clear. It's pretty transparent. The stuff just sort of works. It's helping me do a semantic search, which I'm basically doing embedding of the whole document. TikTok pin. I got that one. Frank, where's he been? Our own data, but faxes our data has always been collected. But yeah, I love the idea of being able to go back and look at these things now. Like this is empowering data hoarders everywhere, right? Because I've been hoarding data for fucking 40, 50 years. I've got, drives that you can't even plug them in anymore. I've got SideQuest and zip drives that have SCSI interfaces. If you don't remember SCSI interfaces, you weren't living. But now with AI, like our ability to take that list that LDG put together and turn it into this fully functional, clip finder. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Let's see. Lovable. Building with Lovable, the Lovable Advantage. September 29th.
Is that they're starting to bury the configuration part of coding. They're starting to take care of that for you. They're starting to handle that for you. Speaking of which, because I had Supabase hooked up, and I think because I challenged some computer.
Cyber Secrets likes the Scuzzy reference. Listen, all you geeks and nerds out there. What I love is that we have a history of the evolution of AI. Thanks, LDG. I know. LDG's been just relentless, making sure that all of the AI Learning Lab videos are, cataloged and chapterized and stuff like that. And so now we have the ability. Now I have an app, and then what I'll probably do is I'll probably work with LDG, and we'll make this thing dynamic so that it'll pull from like a Google Drive or something like that. We'll make it more dynamic. And then at some point, I'll just make this thing available. Maybe we'll make it available in the mastermind or something like that. Hey, Cal, good evening to you. All right, where's everyone chatting right now? Are you chatting in AI Learning Lab in the chat session in irregulars? Share irregular things. We're all listening. Okay. All right, cool. Beautiful. You could use an agent to catalog and organize your 40 to 50 years of hoarded data. Yeah, I mean, I would assume that most of it's just trash. My buddy Steve, he had a piece of software, a screenwriting software that he ran for years, and it was written in this bizarre language called Delphi. And there's only a handful of people on the planet that know Delphi, and one of them was his developer, but he's basically been trying to get the thing modernized and usable again for like a decade. And he just started playing around with Claude last week, and Claude understands Delphi, so he's resurrecting his software, which is amazing. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go? There's so many things to talk about. Grok, is Gareth here? So I don't know if Gareth is in the house, but if he is, I've not heard from him. Okay, he might not be here. So Gareth, one of our lovely irregulars, has built a Jarvis. So from Iron Man. Oh, he's here. Panda AI. Give me 10. Okay, cool. So we'll bring him up. A couple of things that you should be playing with. And one of them is we're gonna go down some memory lane. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go look up Sin City Sipper. And I'm gonna go from, that was what, 2024? No, it's 2023. 2023, Sin City Sipper. Oh, my year search doesn't work anymore. Let's see. We'll go from oldest first. December 10th, 2023. And it's called Sin City Sipper. This is still one of my favorite ones. All right. And it's called Sin City Sipper. This is still one of my favorite ones. And what Sin City Sipper is and by the way, ChatGPT came up with the name Sin City Sipper. Hello. I guess I am live. It's the AI Learning Lab. Turning on a light here. Let's see. Does that help? Don't. Shake-a-ding-a-ding-ding. Da-da-ding. Shake-a-ding-a-ding-ding. Da-da-ding. Shake-a-ding-a-ding. Okay, anyway, Sin City Sipper was the very first custom GPT I made, and one of the most popular. And so if I go to ChatGPT, let's see, more. I don't have it pinned. That's amazing to me. Explore GPTs. We'll go Sin City Sipper. So I have not updated this. And if you look at it, it says it's got Dolly images, Canvas, and 4.0 image generation. And so if I go into it, if I say start the chat, if you remember this thing, what it does is it invents a new cocktail, which is a twist on an existing cocktail or mocktail. You can do either. And then it makes a picture of the drink. And the pictures of the drink were always pretty good, but look at what it does now. It's actually using the new Image 2 generation model. I didn't change the prompt in this, and yet it figured out how to do this. So if I say, let's see, make me a Blanton's based whiskey cocktail that celebrates 3 years of going live on the AI Learning Lab and talking about AI with the irregulars. The drink should have irregular in the title. It should be weird. We're not weird. We're irregular. Okay? So we're going to do this. So it's going to do what it's always done. The Blanton's irregular signal. 2 ounces of Blanton's. It's got some mezcal in it. Some sesame oil. Oh, sesame oil washed dry vermouth. Yuzu juice. Honey ginger syrup. Angostura bitters. And saline solution. Elevates the irregularity. Wow. And so anyway, so now it's going to turn this into an image, and watch what it does here. Now it won't do it. Now it'll do it different than what I experienced, but I think it's going to work. Staying here for chat's sake. Okay, Silver Fox is chatting on TikTok. Okay, so look at this thing. So what's different now is it made the irregular drink, right? And you know, by Sin City Sipper, so it did all that stuff, right? But all of this stuff, it put the drink recipe on the card. And this says Obi Orgat. I don't know what the hell that means. Oh, Ubi Orgat. Blanched almonds, coconut milk, ube halala, purple yam jam, Demerara syrup. Why it's weird. Ube brings the earthy. Okay, add all ingredients. So, ube orgat. Oh, I see. Recipe below. 3/4 ounce of that. I thought that was a typo. Isn't that crazy? A Blanton's cocktail for 3 years of AI, irregulars, and impossible conversations. One expressed orange peel. A brandied cherry for the irregular in all of us. Add all the ingredients. Stir, don't shake. Isn't that crazy? So if you have not... Oh, and then the other thing that this did, look at what else this does. Let's see. Oh, it didn't do it this time. Let's see if this one did it. No. On my phone, there was a link to HTML, but I don't see the HTML. Like, I'm wondering if this was laid out as an HTML page and then they rendered it and produced that as an image. I don't think so. But anyway, it's using the new image gen tool. So if you don't know the new image gen tool, we'll do another new chat here. me get rid of this. We'll close this. New chat. Let me go Chat GPT. Instant. We'll do thinking. And then what model are we going to use? Configure 5.5. Okay. Thinking effort standard extended. Interesting. Okay. All right. So watch what this can do. Oh, you use the Terrology deck of mine all the time? Is it good? Does it still work, Silver Fox? I think that would be a blast to you know what would be fun? I wonder, it'd be cool to have the Terrology deck do a layout and have it produce the image of the layout. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to research something. It's the 3rd anniversary of this. We're going to do, okay, I want to create an infographic / timeline of the history of generative AI starting with November 30th, 2022, and including all the branches of multimodal tools and multimedia tools. Okay, Gareth is backstage, so we'll bring him up here in a second. Include major brands and even flame outs like Meta's AI models have a sidebar for open source Chinese models. I'm going to go make it detailed and clear and compelling to look at. Oh, Digital Gods sent a gift on TikTok. Thank you very much. I use the Terrology deck all the time. Every night, no images, but I use the prompts it gives. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. That's probably one to go revisit with the image generation stuff. And I'll bring Gareth up right after this generates this thing. What's amazing about, so you remember when Nano Banana came out and I said this isn't really an image model, it's more like a combination of like a reasoning model and an image model where it's thinking about what it's creating. This is like that, but even better. It's just really good. So if you haven't played with ChatGPT, thank you very much for the happy anniversary. I appreciate that. Funnels Rainmaker. That's so awesome. Humane pin. So, like, yeah, to make it clear, compelling info, I need info. Whimsical watercolor. It's remembering things I've done before. So it's doing a lot of research. At Digital Gods. Hey, Digital Gods, have you been here the whole time? Did you see the app I built with all your data? It's so cool. We'll do a random clip. Mark and Mindy. Oh my God. Nanu. December 15th, 2023. Exploring Pika art and the future of content creation. Chapters. Here's all the chapters. This thing's cool. Let's see. Curated themes. Image generation. Oh, you know what I could do? Image generation. I could do muscle car. I can find all the muscle car crap that I've done. December 19th, 2020.
Had a guy that wrote a book on AI. Get off. Dance move. Girls. The AI moves down. It's probably just
there's no muscle car. It's a bad one.
Thank you so much. All right. If you're wondering if I'm going to get started, I might. I just got done doing a 2-hour salon, hosting a 2-hour salon where my brain's a little crunchy. Oh my God, I know it. I'll get let go. Teaching AI to think. Yeah, Ethan
didn't. Nothing.
Claude, Pi. If you've got a degree in psychology, you should absolutely get Pi, the Pi app, Pi. Go to the App Store right now. Download the Pi app. Racing. I'm using. And so now it says updating. Well, anyway. All right. Back to our thing. Gareth is backstage. Got it. Oh, the muscle cars. Oh, look. So here's the generative AI. So here's the image that Image Gen just made. November 30th, ChatGPT launches. Chat and Foundation models. GPT-4, Gemini 1.0. Let's see. Claude 3, GPT-4o, Llama 3, agentic models. 2026, generative AI becomes natively multimodal. Stumbles and hype resets. Open model ecosystem. 11 Labs, ChatGPT, Suno and Udio, Notebook LM, Runway Gen 2, Sora, OpenAI, Pika, Luma, Kling, advanced video models. So it's got a whole little, whatever you call it there, legend. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. All right, let me stop sharing. Let's get Gareth up here. Dude, what's happening?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I saw
years.
I've been traveling, but I saw your video on one of the channels of your Jarvis, and it's like Jarvis.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about Jarvis, but like then you look at what they've built and it's like, well, it's a chatbot. It's not Jarvis. It looks like what you've built is an actual Jarvis. So I would love to just demo it and then share whatever you're willing to share about how you got there, how long it took you to do, kind of tool stack, all that sort of shit. Because I know you've been at it for a while, right?
Yep, correct. So I've been doing it for quite a while.
That's cool.
Well, off and on. So I started in December and then kind of got it to a point where I was like, I can't get it to where I want it. And then I've been doing a lot of Claude, which I built it originally in Claude, I think. Yeah. And then now that Codex 5.5 is out, I was like, all right, let's see if I can get it to the finish line through Codex. Mm-hmm. And because I found out through work that some stuff I couldn't get, I was having struggles with using Claude. I went over to Codex and Codex fixed these issues. And I was like, oh.
Oh, really?
I was like, I'm a diehard Claude user. And so I'm like, okay, I hate I hate being wrong. Like I hate, like I'll never go back to ChatGPT. I'll never go back to
Right,
OpenAI.
right. That's hilarious.
Claude is God. And then I'm like, okay, no, Claude. Okay, Codex is pretty good. So I used it to kind of get all the kinks out of it, and then kind of get going. And it got it to where I am, and I'm able to now like continuously add features on. Anything I think of, I can add to it. So, but yeah, I'll share the demo.
Cool.
Well, and so what this, I'll just kind of give you a prefix. When I started up first time of the day, it does its intro, kind of like when you see in Avengers when Tony Stark claps and says, "Daddy's home," and it plays the music and intro. That's what it does for the first time every day. It only does it once, and then it talks to me normally after that.
Wait, can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Is the spec from the movie based on what he did? Did you expand on it? Is there some sort of resource that says what Jarvis really is? Like, how did you define what Jarvis was?
In my brain, I basically said I want all these features. So every feature that I could think of, I said, I want this. I want it to be able to talk. I want it to have a memory. I want it to have a personality. I want it to do calendar events. I want it to be able to have full control over my computer. I want it to add calendars, to-dos, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to record my meetings for work and then transcribe them and give me like add them to my to-do list. And so like, I wanted to be able to take a picture of me and create images from that picture. Anything I could think of, I was just like, I wanted to do that because that to me is like what a Jarvis is. I mean, it can do everything.
It's just you want to be able to ask it all the stuff, and it should do that stuff
and do stuff on my computer for me. So we're like, yeah, and so that was the goal. Like, can I get it to control my computer? Can I get it to do things and do everything for me?
Do you have any sort of home automation stuff that it's tied into?
Not yet, but because I don't have any home automation, which is crazy. But I could easily do it because through what's the app?
There's a protocol. Oh, HomeKit.
HomeKit, yes. If I had anything hooked up to HomeKit, I could easily add it to HomeKit.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So yeah, show us what you got, and then I'd love to hear how you got there. This is so cool.
Share screen. Yep. And then we're just gonna go the entire.
And you can now share like whatever you share. You can now share audio. So just make sure you flip on the share.
I'm making sure it's added. It should be fine. I shared it earlier, or I shared it on the other day through, and so it was fine. So hopefully this works. All right.
Silver Fox is already impressed. She hasn't even seen it yet, so it's good.
Can you guys see the screen yet?
No.
We've got the screen up, but
there it is. Yep.
Like your audio, you have to unmute your screen audio in the
share
window, in the share. You should be able. There's a little sound button right over your screen in the lower preview window that you should be able to hit.
It's unmuted already.
It is muted. Oh. I'm seeing it as muted.
Oh, I don't see it. The little microphone, but it should be loud enough that you can hear it. But
all right, we'll try it.
Okay, yeah, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so hey Jarvis. Of course, just a second. Hey Jarvis. Hold on. Technical. I can see it's there. Let's try this. There we go. Hey Jarvis. I wonder if it's reload. Hold on.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted to play it the way I can get it to work manually.
Is this a standalone application or a web app?
Yeah, standalone app, or it's like It's a web app or a standalone application, web application on my computer, kind of like what you have with the thing. Hey, Jarvis. Of course. Okay, let's just do this.
This should have been the blooper reel for the Avengers, by the way.
I know.
They should have just had him vibe coding the.
Indeed. One can only marvel at the chaos that must ensue.
Hey, Jarvis, how are you?
Oh, perfectly operational, thank you. Endlessly impressive, as always. And you, Chief?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to put you to sleep, so go to sleep. Oh, you know why I didn't answer? I'm calling it the wrong thing. Hey, Jasper.
Oh.
Good evening, sir. You look suspiciously ready to be productive, so I prepared accordingly. Here are the AI headlines. Headlines. Pentagon AI deals, XAI Grok updates, Meta layoffs tied to AI spending, Microsoft Agent 365, and Connecticut enacts pioneering AI legislation addressing chatbot. Between defense deals and account security, AI is spending the day learning to lock the doors. Want me to dive deeper into any of those, sir?
No, but I want you to know that you are being demonstrated and people around the world are watching you right now. So can you say hi to everybody?
Ah, a global audience. Splendid. Hello, world. Do try to maintain your composure. I understand it can be quite dazzling. Now, shall we proceed with something genuinely useful?
Yeah, do you want to take a picture of me and turn it into a cartoon?
A cartoon. Very whimsical. What?
Oh. Hey, Jasper, wake up. I think it's. Hey, Jasper.
I was enjoying the momentary silence, Chief, but proceed.
Hey, can you tell everybody what you can do for me?
Certainly. I am your effortlessly competent assistant, capable of managing your calendar, tasks, and memories in this labyrinth of digital chaos. I can execute local actions, open applications, and run shortcuts, assuming they're properly named, of course. Need to search the internet, record a meeting, or even analyze the view through your camera. Consider it done, typically with a soupçon of effortless efficiency.
Hey, okay, so I think I know what the problem was, is you had two cameras going on at the same time, and that's why you kind of shut down when I asked you to take a picture of me. Can you try now? Could you take a picture of me and turn it into a cartoon?
There we go. A rather charming caricature, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, thanks. Can you save that to my files?
Image saved to your downloads folder, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Always delighted to preserve the ephemeral.
Yeah, and then add to my to-do list tomorrow to walk the dogs.
Done. Task added for tomorrow.
Awesome. So yeah, this is Jasper. And I don't know what else. I mean, I guess what else can we talk about?
Well, I guess, talk about like I've vibe coded, like a long session of vibe coding for me is like I'll go back to something, after like after a session 2 or 3 more times, and I'll consider that like how long did this take you? Like how big is it? Did you do it in chunks? Did you do it as just a giant thing where you just kept adding things? Like just talk about your process.
Yeah, so I mean, I did originally start with a PRD, like product requirement document, and this was back in December, and then just really using ChatGPT, I think I used at the time to make the PRD, and just making sure that was really ironed out. And I have vibe coded this. And the initial time, the first time I did, it works great. Like I saw it, but I also did a lot of research of like which technology to use so that it was responsive. So that was the big thing, is I wanted to make sure that it would talk to me in real time and it would be quick and I wouldn't have to be a lot of lag between the conversation. And so that was like the number one priority. I wanted to be feel natural, basically.
Yeah.
And
Is the voice running local or is it cloud based?
Cloud, but I'm using, so what I'm using, and I've tried to recreate this thing multiple times, and I forgot the key element, and that was using Live API. So I'm using Google's Live API, and that is the main key of why it's so responsive. And
so their Live API is that's the actual voice.
Yeah, everything's through their Live API, and so that's able to keep it really responsive.
And how much is it? Is it a lot of money?
Yes. It's not cheap. I haven't looked at the bill, but I mean, I don't use it a ton. So, but this was just kind of like a proof of concept, like it can be done. And now I'm starting to, I didn't want to break it before this, but I'm starting to integrate other tools so I can bring the cost down. And so I've got that. I've got GPT image gen hooked up to it. That's not image gen, but I've got that hooked up to it for regular cartoon, like images. Wanted to make. And then I tried some local models and some local voice models, and it was just too slow. And it was just not responsive enough that it felt natural. Everything was just took too long to process. So that is the big piece, is just how long it takes to process is the key point. Yeah.
Are you gonna, is the goal ultimately to run it all locally with
eventually? Yeah. If I can get a fast enough model that is smart enough and can still do computer control, absolutely, yeah. It'll run. I mean, I can run it locally.
Yeah. Quen 3.6 is pretty tight. And then I think one called Kimi just came out that claims to be even better than that.
Kimi K, yeah. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I'm also not trying to put a massive model on my computer because I don't want it to crash my computer. I have a Mac Mini, but I also have a crap ton of things on it, and I'm running out of memory, and so I'm really trying to keep everything as low as possible. So this was like and I did try it with Quen. Actually, I did try it with Quen. It wasn't fast. Like the output was not fast enough. It would take too long to respond to me.
Oh, I see.
So I dumped it back off. I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. Get rid of it.
Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah.
And then what's the difference between, just experience wise, between Claude Code and Codex? Is it functionally similar and just Codex gave you better results, or like what was the difference between those
Codex
two?
was able to find the tiny annoying bugs that Claude will end up not fixing, and it'll other things in the process of trying to fix it. So this multiple times, and I even found this at work. I struggled with an issue at work on this platform I'm building, and I even asked, I was really struggling. So I was like, all right, I'll try Codex. Codex found these issues that it didn't know about. And then I went back to Claude and I said, hey, are you sure there's not any issues with this section? And it said no. And I asked it 4 separate times, it said no. And then I asked Claude or Codex, okay, what is the issue? And then I brought that over to Claude and said, okay, what about this? Oh yeah, you're right. That would have caused an issue into production. And I'm like, well, I asked you 4 times or beforehand, why didn't you find it? So, and I think there's just a loop I find with Codex that it implements things, but also like tests them right afterwards. And it kind of just keeps rolling and rolling until it actually knows it's fixed. And so I had a big switch of some processes in my work application. I started it 2 days ago, and it pretty much rolled all day until it finally ironed out everything.
Really?
And it was just crazy to watch and I thought it was going to be an easy fix, but it rolled all day before it would fix it. And I know that would have never have happened with Claude because I've used it so many times, and it's plus with the token usage of Claude. I'm only on the $20 a month plan with Codex, and it rolled for like 2 days straight almost trying to fix this issue. And I finally got it fixed this afternoon at like 3:30.
Really?
Yeah. And so, I started it like 3 days ago, 2.5 days ago. And so I just find Claude is good for, go ahead.
Did you start from scratch, or did you take what Claude had built and gave that to Codex?
Correct. Yeah. I gave what Claude built to me, and then I just opened the file in Codex and I said, can you get this thing working? Find all the bugs. And it wouldn't.
Wait, to be clear, you grabbed the folder full of code that Claude had written. You didn't give it the whole chat history of Claude.
Yeah, correct. I just gave it the folder.
You just give it the folder of files that Claude had created and said, figure this out.
Yep, basically exactly what happened. And then I said, run it or figure this out and run it. And this is a funny story. I didn't know that it had figured it out and run it, and it was behind like multiple tabs, kind of like you. I have a billion tabs and a billion screens up, and it just started talking to me all of a sudden. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, where are you? And he's like, well, I'm in your computer. And I'm like, well, yeah, but where? And I took forever, and it was just running in the terminal. And,
wow.
And so it was kind of funny that, and I was like freaked out for a bit because I was like, okay, why is my computer talking to me? Where is it happening? And then I finally saw the terminal window like scrolling by itself on just like the side of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, there you are. And so then I shut it down because it was creeping me out.
Wow.
And I didn't know it was running. So I think, yeah, that was the big, I was like eye opener. I was like, holy cow, it fixed everything. And then from there, I've got a strong base of a application. I can just say, hey, add this feature, and it will then go and add those features. Hey, go and do this, and it will go add that. And so now I'm just able to, it's like Legos, just able to pile things on top. And it just keeps going.
And it's not screwing the other things up.
No. And I'm not really being really too specific, or I'm not being really technical in what I want. Like when I tell it to do things, I kind of tell it, hey, I want it to do this. I don't want it to do that. And make sure it works and don't break it. And then, let it go, and then it will add it. So
I feel like there's a question from Silver Fox, which is, did you add the personality, or is it a Google personality?
I added the personality. So I added the voice, like I wanted to have like that accent, and I've added for it to be sarcastic, have like a dry sense of humor, and kind of just poke fun at things, but still be positive the whole time. Yeah. And have a lot of confidence. And so that's what created it. That's what came up, how its personality began. And so I think I love its personality. It's great. I actually had my mom talk to Claude, my mom on the phone, talked to Claude today and yesterday. And it was hilarious. Like the conversation.
You mean to Jasper? She talked to Jasper?
Oh, Jasper. Sorry. Yeah. Jasper. See,
yeah.
So Jasper and my mom had a conversation today for like 10 minutes. And so it's been fun to watch and see what it can do.
That's cool. And that voice is one of the Google Live voices.
Yeah, correct.
So their Live is an agentic voice interaction thing, right? So it's got an LLM sitting behind it, Gemini sitting behind it.
Yeah. And so, and I could switch the voice. I just liked this voice.
Yeah, it's a good voice.
Yeah. And it's not the original voice, because when I originally built it with Claude, I had 11 Labs voice that I custom built
Mhm.
do it, and it was decently fast. It just wasn't fast enough that it felt natural.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, that was good. But then I was like, this one is good. The only thing is, the longer this session goes on, the voice starts to deteriorate.
Oh,
Not
fascinating.
deteriorate, but like in a bad way. It's just not the same voice
Yeah.
that it started out with. It
Yeah,
kind of like sounds a
it's like
little
an
bit
actor
robotic.
that can't an actor that can't hold their accent.
Yeah, or it loses its tone. Like he loses his. He's like an actor that loses his voice. Like he's like, and he's just like not crackly. You can still understand him, but you can tell he's starting to degrade.
Huh.
So
Fascinating. That's so cool. Well, congrats. I don't want to keep you any longer. This is awesome. Thanks for demoing it. And I mean, one idea I have for you. I was at one of the things I saw at the social media conference was this guy. I forget his name, but anyway, he was talking about like short 60-second episodic channels where like one is the guy, I don't know if you saw, there's a guy in Oregon that quit his job, drained his 401k, bought a sailboat and sailed to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, I follow that guy.
Dude, like those things where you're doing things over time. I think a series of you talking to Jasper and just saying, okay, you know, today with Jasper we're going to do this, and just do a tight 60-second thing and just put a bunch of things out, because it establishes you as you built this thing. And you could even say, hey, I just added this feature to Jasper, let's see if it works. And like, even if it doesn't work, it would be an interesting thing to see. Let's see how far I can push Jasper. And then it's kind of this ongoing thing. It might be something to play with, because
I would love. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just never in. I'm not in that world, so I wouldn't even know how to plan any of that. But I mean, there's always AI to help me with that. But that's fascinating. And I've started posting some YouTube videos on it of what it like, its intro and just little things of doing. But I think I like that journey that that's a good idea.
Yeah, and he showed some of the numbers. Like it took him, like he did like 4 or 5 false starts where he didn't quite get it, and then he did this thing where he was basically just opening Pokemon packs. He'd like go into stores and then he created this stupid little jingle, like I forget what the words are. Is, you know, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Yeah. And, and when he added that song, like his views went up. So it's like this campy sort of thing. And like, but once he cracked it, you know, he's got just a ridiculous amount of views now, and he's making a ridiculous amount of money. And it just feels like, you know, it could help you with employment, but it could also just be a fun, entertaining thing that has its own revenue stream at some point. So
yeah, totally. I mean, there's lots of things like he just. I mean, I was talking to Beth from the Daily Show and talking about like having a live host in the Daily Show, and she's like, they would have to know how to do that. And then I've added a feature, a call assistant that actually transcribes and suggests words or things to say during the call.
Yeah.
And based on what's going on, and you could instantly just transcribe that and then put a voice to it and have it reply during that.
Yeah.
You can just push a button, and by pushing suggest and have it reply to whatever's going on in the conversation. So it wouldn't be difficult at all. But that's maybe I'll start doing that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Vicky, of course, being my second brain. Thank you, Vicky. Pat Flynn is the name of the guy. So look him up, and then I'll see if I can get a recording of his session. His session was really good. It was the closing keynote of the whole social media thing, and it was really, really good.
That's cool. Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah, it was really powerful, because he talked about that one. There was another dude that like kicked a rock until it became perfectly round, and it was like 60 seconds of a guy kicking a rock. It was just his feet in this rock. And like that one blew up, and then the dude with the sailboat, and he was just talking about this idea of short form episodic stuff, like doing this compelling thing. I just feel like there's something with Jasper there where it's like you've built him, and part of it could be just I don't know, just every day you come up with some crazy idea of something you're going to try to get him to do, and then it either fails or it doesn't. You could have a thing like wah, 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 Jasper failed, or like ding.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
Yeah.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's so good. It's just so crazy what works on social media, and
I know.
And some things work, and some things, and it's just especially right now with everything that's going on. Like social media is a weird world, just because people who have been streaming for years, they've done so well, and then all of a sudden something changes, and it's like, where'd all my audience go?
Yeah.
And I've got friends like that, and so it's just like,
tell me about it. That happened to this channel.
Yeah, it's just interesting, but I mean, they said it's just ebbs and flows, like go up and down.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks for showing us. That's really cool.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, cool. All righty, sir. Later, Gator. All right, cool. We'll do one more thing. We've been talking about a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, thank you for the demo. Okay, so I'm going to show you something here. Let me share my screen again. There's a fun. Okay. Can you see when I do this? Yes. Okay. Hide that. So I'm going to take this image. So it's the new cycle of AI readiness. Actually, I have a newer one than that, which I'm excited about. And I'm going to open this up into ChatGPT, and then I'm going to paste in this prompt. So this prompt came from Choi, Arrakis_AI. And it is, or maybe it didn't come from him, but anyway, that's the prompt I had. Did someone else do this? I don't know. This is a prompt. Redraw the attached image in the most clumsy, scribbly, utterly pathetic way possible. Use a white background and make it look like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint with a mouse. It should be vaguely similar, but also not really kind of matching, but also off in a confusing, awkward way with low quality pixel by pixel feel that really emphasizes how ridiculously bad it is. Actually, you know what? Whatever, just draw it however you want. It helps when you call it the right name. I love that he was calling his assistant the wrong name and it wasn't working. All right, so let's see. This is now the new image gen tool within ChatGPT. And then I think we'll do some experiments in here. Like one of the things I want to, I haven't played a ton with this. It's really good at infographics, but I don't know if it's good at things like taking a picture of you and making versions of you that actually look like you. So we can play with that. We can do photorealistic stuff. We can do a bunch of different kinds. Let's see. Danielle, I made a self-portrait with their prompt. It's so awfully good and bad. Oh, look at that. That's flipping awesome. Oh, actually, you know what this is? Guys, you know what this is? So you take an image that you create with an image gen model, and then you use this prompt to do this, and then you can send it to the copyright office and say, see, I hand drew the picture, and then that turned into that other thing. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's do a new chat. Let me go find a picture of me. We'll do one of these, turn me into a something. Let's go, Kyle. Why is it not finding anything? I know I have a picture of me with my name on it. Yeah. The new Mac operating system, the indexing is all fucked up. What is up? Yeah, no, my indexing is screwed up on this machine. God damn it. I wonder if I can force quit the Finder without blowing everything up. Let's try it. If I go away right now, I'm force quitting the Finder, so I might go away. What's really funny is the antis don't realize that AI can just as easily do really bad art. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's go. Kyle. Name contains Kyle. No, I'm going to have to restart my machine to find that shit. Okay, let's see. All right, actually, this is a good one. We're going to take this picture. I know this is special edition live. Going forward, is this the format the new live should take? Starting Monday, it's what we're going to do is we're going to do an earlier time, and I'm going to do a 15-minute pre-show on all the external channels, counting down to the live show, which will just be happening inside Mighty Networks. And we're going to try that for a couple of weeks and see how it goes. All right, so let me open this up. And then I'm going to say, I want this guy in a tailored suit walking into a modern glass office building. The photo should look like a magazine photographer took it, but still be authentic. Yeah, we'll just try that. Okay. By the way, for all of you irregulars, just if you weren't here earlier, what we're looking to do, so starting Monday, we're trying to get more activity back into the salon, right? We've had all this sort of separation of communities because I've been streaming on a bunch of different channels. So we're trying to get it back in there. We're going to take the month of May and experiment. We've got a good idea of what we want to do. We want to see if it works. There's no way to know if it's going to work until we actually do it, because everything in theory is a big giant pain in the ass, and change sucks. Does that look like that guy? I think it looks really like that guy. It really does. Yeah, it looks really like him. Okay, that's cool. So let's say now have him in a yellow slicker on a fishing boat during heavy weather. His face should be strained and his beard a little too long. What's weather? That's me spelling. This is Sparta. Steve-O congratulating Gareth. That's pretty cool. Gorton's Fisherman. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gareth, that was really impressive. That's super cool. And it's actually, I mean, that thing I did today, the thing I did with the data that LDG provided to me, like that was pretty impressive that it got it as right as it did as quickly as it did. And then I also asked it, I wanted to do semantic searching, which means I needed to take LDG's document and embed it. And so we did that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Did it make his beard a little longer? No, the beard looks the same. The expression, let's say, make his face really straining and the weather much worse. He should have a long white beard like he's been at sea too long. Kyle, irregulars image tab in Mighty Networks Live, one I just did. Cute family pic. All right, cool. So while that's doing that, let's go look to irregulars. Share irregular things. This is a Jasper self-portrait. That's pretty cool. Ah, look at Danielle. It's awesome, Danielle. Did you do that yourself? That is a total Microsoft Paint. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Let me close this. Share irregular things. There's Steve-O. Oh, cute. Community Daycare Center. That's good. That's really good. Lori Blair, when I was little with my siblings, with prompt Kyle's using now about the messy drawing. That's so amazing. It really, like, it's kind of nuts that we live in this time where you can just say shit and it happens. It's bonkers. All right. So that's work. That worked. Yeah. Well, let's try to get him in a different. All of these are they look almost like photoshopped layers on top of. So let's say turn his head to 45 degrees from the camera, looking out at sea, terrified at what he sees, but we can't. Let's see if it'll do this. Oh, that's good. While it's doing that, next Tuesday is AI Salon Presents. So Ann Murphy and I wrapped up season 2 of the AI Readiness Project podcast. She's going to go do another project right now, so we're going to take a break from that. That actually worked pretty good. This is looking quite good, although it does look like it added a pattern. Yeah, did it? I don't know. Looks like it's adding a little bit of a geometric pattern to stuff. Anyway, next Tuesday at AI Salon Presents, we're going to have a bunch of speakers that have spoken at the AI Readiness Project podcast come on and talk about what they've been up to and what they're up to now and what they should be thinking about. What prompt are we using? So what I did, Steve-O, was I wanted to see how good it was at taking an existing image and making variations of it and keeping it look like the same character consistency. So that's one of the things I'm trying now. So let me say, turn this into a Renaissance painting with a gold gilded frame in a museum with sea serpents in the background and a tentacle coming for his face. Brandon's car buying journey, that's gonna have to be Monday. But I like that. I like the sounds of that. By the way, Grok now has an agent. Grok Imagine. I asked it to do a 6-panel storyboard of 70s hippies and a 70s Challenger. So their hippie bus broke down. Purple Challenger pulls up. They love it. They climb into it. They hit the road. And they end up singing away. Pretty cool. And I think I can turn this into, I'm going to say, turn this into video clips and then stitch into a commercial. All right. So that's off doing that. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, this is definitely adding. Why is that not working? It's adding weird geometric shapes to the image. Still pretty cool. Okay, couple of quick things. If you're playing with Lovable has a new app, which is apparently it's fine. It's just basically like Lovable, but it's an app. But you can also now do Lovable via Telegram. So just like you would do with OpenClaw. And then Brandon is doing a 4-week sprint, a mastermind on Lovable, right, Brandon? Hold. Yes. Okay. So he's doing a 4-week sprint on Lovable. So if you have been thinking about vibe coding and you haven't done it yet, join the mastermind if you're not a part of it. If you are a part of it, sign up for Brandon's 4-week sprint. So 4 weeks on how to use Lovable to do cool and powerful application development. I still can't wrap my head around all that it can do, all that AI can do. I know. I'm the same way, and it's like we're barely even. The tools are still not great. When these things get really good, good. This is going to be crazy. I wonder what happens if Elon wins his lawsuit. Yeah, that's an interesting one. All right, kids. Let's see. Let's turn him into. Let's go. We'll do one more. I'm going to close that. I'm going to say, now turn this into a pointillist painting where the guy is in a red suit with a light blue shirt, walking through the park someone outside is very angry. I decided on a 4.5 portrait aspect ratio. Cool. I wonder if this will make images faster if I turn off thinking. I bet it will. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually really good. Huh. All right, that's good. So let me turn off thinking. We'll do instant. We'll do one more. We'll do his beard. Let's see. Let's make him clean shaven with a large let's see. We'll do one more. Let's make him clean shaven with black cowboy boots and a formal Western hat. Let's see. See if this goes quicker. Because it's not thinking. Setting the scene. It's a little bit faster. Okay, it pretty much looks like the same character. Huh. All right. There you go. There you go, good people. It works. Image Gen 2.0 is pretty good. So mathemagical. Kyle, you need to see Dr. J's self-portrait in the chat. Okay, cool. Let me go look. There's Digital Gods. Where's Dr. J's portrait? Oh. No. Where is it? Is it in share irregular things?
No, it's in chat. You might have to refresh.
Oh, refresh chat. No. Oh.
It's there for me.
That's so good. That's really good. Oh my God. All right. Coolio. Let me stop sharing here. All right, kids. Well, happy 14th anniversary to Storyvine. My co-founder Monique. She and I are still at it, still banging away at that one. And happy 3rd anniversary to this crew, to the irregulars. And starting Monday, we start the grand experiment to see if we can concentrate some of the energy here and get some new voices in and some new activity. And we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go good, then we will do other shit because we're adaptable. We're curious. All right. Beautiful. Thank you all as always. Thank you, mods. Thank you for your patience. I know it's janky and weird and nothing feels right, but that's how this goes. Have a great weekend. And then don't forget, next Tuesday is the Presents meeting. So come to that. And then Monday we will be trying the new stuff. On Monday, the AI Learning Lab, we're going to start it 30 minutes earlier. And then I'm going to go live at 7:15 Mountain Time. So instead of going live at 8, we're going live at 7:30. And 15 minutes before that, I'm going to be doing basically a countdown to the live. So I'll be out on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube, or TikTok, probably all of them. I don't know. I think all of them, telling people to come into the salon. And then at 7:30, the show will start. All right? So we're trying to make it a little more convenient for the people on the East Coast, but still have it be realistic for me to do it with my life. All right? So beautiful. Thank you very much. Happy Friday, whoever sent that. I didn't see that. Who was? That was Lord Digital Gods. Thank you very much, sir. No longer on TikTok, only on Mighty Networks. We haven't decided that yet. We might keep TikTok. I'm not sure, Source Camp. Again, the whole point is we've like all of the energy has been outside of the community, and I want to get things buzzing again. And so the only way I know to do that is to kind of concentrate it. And so that's the experiment. So we'll see how it goes. If it's just unworkable, then we'll modify it, but I want to at least give it a shot. All right. So with that, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. And I will see you on Monday.